Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday. The Lord gave me First Chronicles chapter 4 verses 9 through 10. Okay? We're reading First Chronicles chapter 4 verses 9 through 10, and we're reading from the NIV version Bible. This is about what Jabez said to the Lord, and I'm going to break down the meaning of his name, okay? So it says, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain, okay? The name Jabez means a sorrowful or born into pain, okay? How ironic is that? So this is what Jabez cried out to our Heavenly Father, right? He cried out to him for help, and this is what he asked of him. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, oh, that you will bless me and enlarge my territory, okay? Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And God granted him his request, okay? For the ones that is praying for abundance, prosperity, the season that you're going into, and the ones that's going into their next season, it's going to be painful, okay? It's certain things you're going to face you're not going to understand, okay? Granted, the name Jabez means sorrowful or born into pain. His mother, Jabez was her most painful pregnancy. Excuse me. Jabez was her most painful pregnancy. So much that she named him what she was going through, Jabez. But check this out though. The Bible also says Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. Meaning, the more the suffering is, the bigger the assignment, baby. God is not going to give you mediocre. You're asking for abundance, prosperity. You going into the new. You want God to expand, meaning you want more things, meaning expanding your territory. You got to put in work, baby. Okay? Faith without works is dead, and you're going to be uncomfortable. Jabez's mother was so uncomfortable. The pain was so unbearable. She was uncomfortable. But guess what? Her most painful birth, and catch this spiritually, her most painful birth was Jabez, but he was more honorable amongst his other brothers. I'm going to let that sit there. Because those who caught it, caught it. Meaning, you ever heard the meaning to say, you ever heard the meaning of it get worse before it get better? Baby, that's that season that God training you, He grooming you, He's preparing you. So you're going to be uncomfortable. Asking, you shall receive. You praying for abundance. You praying for the next. You praying for God to expand your territory. He's going to do it. Not the way we think He's going to do it, though. We think as soon as we pray, God, I want this and I want that, boom, the snap of His fingertips is going to go. No. He needs to know, is that really what you want? You ever heard the other term? Be careful what you pray for. You ask and you shall receive, but it's going to be in a way that you don't think that you're going to get it, because you want to know why? God said higher than us. His ways are not our ways. Okay? How He do things is not how we do things, baby. But He give us what we want. Okay? You want that? You want that abundance? You want discipline? You want this? You want that? I'm going to give it to you in a way that I know you're going to appreciate it. Meaning you going to steward it well. Meaning I'm going to get all the glory. You want to know why? Because you're going to have a testimony to tell. Just think about it. The stuff that come easy to us, we really don't value it. But the stuff we got to work hard for, blood, sweat, and tears, baby, we did. That elbow work, that groundwork, we 10 toes down in it. Oh, we cherish that. God cherishes you. So what makes you think he gonna give it to you that easy? Now, he do give you grace, and he do give you gifts, and he do give you blessings that you don't deserve. But the prayers that you ask for, he want to make sure, do you really want it? How bad do you want it? Great is given, much is more is required. That's Bible. That's why a lot of people are not driven. They want some, but when it's too much work, when it ain't just handed over to them, they fold. No. So for the ones that's praying for prosperity and abundance, and you praying for God to expand your territory, you need to know that he's going to do just that. But it's going to be uncomfortable because you're elevating. Do not give up. Do not give in to the enemy. Don't listen to no negative nothing. Because that's the enemy trying to knock you off your square, so you want to expand your territory. Okay? And for the ones that's walking into their promised land, the one that is walking into the territory that they have asked God to expand, the ones that's been, oh my God, blood, sweat, and tears, like they've been through the trenches. This journey has been like, you know what I mean? The ones that God is about to expand their territory, job well done. Because it was not easy, and you did not get up, you didn't fold. You ever heard the term, they get their toughest battle to their strongest soldier? You hear me? When you walking with Christ, this ain't for the weak. This ain't for the people that think that they gonna do enough just to get by, baby. Please, okay? No. So for the ones that's put in the work, and God is about to expand your territory as you ask him to. He saw how you was built. He already knew how you was built. He just wanted you to see how you was built. You are a kingdom child. You are a kingdom kid. You are a kingdom wife. You are a kingdom husband. You're royalty. You're a royal priesthood, baby. That's Bible. You needed to see what God saw in you. He needed to bring that lion up out of you, baby, okay? He knew you can do it, but he had to put you through them tests so you can see how you was built. He know how you built, but you needed to see it. And good job well done. And for the ones that's praying for God to expand your territory, and you seem like all hell is breaking loose, because it is, but for a good reason. You making hell mad, that is a wonderful reason. That's why all hell is breaking loose. Meaning hell, they're breaking loose. They don't know how to act. Right. All hell is breaking loose. Keep going. Don't you dare give up. Because that's what the enemy wants you to do. That's why he attacking. That's why he coming hard. Certain situations happen. Certain people acting crazy, this, that, and the third. Let them act. Don't get distracted by the distraction. You want God to expand your territory. You going to another place, and everybody can't go with you. That was for somebody. You going to another place, and everybody can't go with you. Some people you got to leave behind. Don't let what you see deter you from what you prayed for and what God told you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's how bad do you really want it? Do you think you worthy of it? Or do you just feel like, let me just test the waters and see? No. If you pray for God to expand your territory, He gonna put you to the test to see if this is really what you want. Don't bite off more you can chew. Because one thing about God, baby, oh, He gonna make you chew it. Because you asked and you prayed for it. But you got it, though. Don't let that scare you. Don't let that deter you from anything. Don't let the stuff that you're going through that's small compared to what your territory is finna be. You gotta go through the trenches, baby. You gotta go through the jungle. When you walk through the jungle, are you gonna eat or you gonna be food, baby? Period. You gonna eat or you gonna be food. You going through the jungle, you gonna come out with a fur coat on, or you gonna be hanging somewhere bleeding? Which one you gonna be? Baby, I'm having on me that snow white fur coat. You understand me? And a pink one too, because that's my favorite color. But yup. You built for it. And He gonna give you what you ask. Jabez said, oh, that you will bless me and enlarge my territory. Blessings, meaning abundance, meaning you are going to prosper. But you got to put that work in, okay? Enlarging your territory. God got to make sure you built for it. He know you are, but He got to make sure that you know that you are. You want to know why? Because when you know that you can do it, you handle things differently. Okay? You utilize what's in your hand. You steward it very well. When you know you can do something, you determine. And you ain't finna let nobody or no one stop you. So He gonna put you through the test. He gonna do certain things. So you can get it through your head and you can understand that, yes, I do deserve this. Yes, I am built for this. Yes, I ain't just saying something just to be saying something. Or doing something just to be doing something. He doing it for you to see. He made us. He know how we built. But you gotta know it though. And then you wanna know how you gonna do it? And you want to know how you going to know? Well, every odd is coming against you and your own fold. Now, I say you're not going to get irritated. Because there's going to be plenty of days you're going to get irritated. There's going to be plenty of days you got to remind yourself not to do and say certain things. Okay? Because you being better. Okay? We ain't gonna give in. Let them talk. They been talking. I always say that because it's the truth. As long as you have breath on your body, baby, they gonna talk. Whether it's good or bad, they gonna talk. Why would you entertain that foolishness? You ain't got time for that. Because while you sitting over here entertaining that, while God's sitting up here getting you ready and getting prepared for your expansion of your territory that you pray for, why would you let that distract you? That means you going off of what God trying to teach you or what God, doing. Come on, don't do that. You paying attention to stuff that don't even matter because everybody can't go with you anyway. They say it's lonely at the top. It ain't lonely at the top, baby. You just realize that them folks that was with you at the bottom can't go to the top with you. They ain't lonely. Who you started off with, not necessarily who you gonna end with. That's a blessing. God hear things you don't hear. He see things you don't see, baby, and He know things you don't know. So it ain't lonely at the top. Don't be afraid that you picking up your cross and walking, certain things happening because, you want your territory expanded. So insanity is thinking that you gonna keep doing the same thing and get different results. That's insanity, baby. That's crazy business. It ain't lonely at the top. Don't worry about who coming and who not. You worrying about what God is working within you. Because who gonna come is who gonna come. And that's meaning who was meant to be with you in your next. in your expansion of your territory. Who ain't there, they weren't meant to be there. Why are you worried about it? You ought to be thanking God that it's happening now, and not when you get to where you going. Because you want to know why? You will never get there. Because other people can block your blessings. And that was for somebody. Other people can block your blessings. So it ain't lonely when you get to the top. Don't feel that way when certain people, when God started removing certain people and certain things out of your life, they was holding you back. And this ain't gonna be a surprise to you. You just can't, it's gonna be surreal to you because you just can't believe that you're actually not attached to those things and people anymore. But God been showing you. But since you prayed, God expand my territory. When you do an expansion, that's a reconstruction of some things. That's a reevaluating of some things. When you reconstruct and when you reevaluate, what do? You tear and you build. You tear down what you don't need and you build what you can, you keep what you can build on. So don't let that distract you. You being lonely, you this, that, and the third, baby. You ain't lonely. You're blessed and highly favored, and you need to be thanking God. Just think about the people, if the ones that's already experiencing this. Just think about certain people that ain't in your life right now no more. How would it be when you get to your expansion of your territory if them people were still in your life? Just think back. You know them, I don't. And for the people that's walking into that, it's going to be uncomfortable times. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. Because you need to know, I've been there before. But one thing about me, when God say move, I move. When God say cut them off, I cut them off. Do it hurt sometimes? Yes, it do, depending on who them people are. But at the same time, what keeps me grounded and what keeps me not feeling like, man, you're not missing out on anything. This is what I always remember when God removed. Because as long as you keep walking with God, you're going to keep elevating. It's going to be a new dimension. Everybody can go. Everybody's here for a season. That's one of the things that always stick with me, and it helped me stay in alignment with God. And another thing that I always remember is He sits higher than us. He hears things we don't hear. He knows things we don't know, and He sees things that we don't see. So whenever God removes somebody or something from me that is hard, the hard pill to swallow, I go by that. It hurt, but it was for my good. It hurt, but He hear things I don't hear. He see things I don't see, and He know things I don't know. So apparently, they weren't meant to go anyway. So I'm going to take my little hurt, little attitude having stuff, and I'm going to go on about my business. And keep it moving. So for the ones that dealing with that or walking into that, just keep that in mind. Because if He's removing and you keep trying to grab on to what He's trying to take away from you, you will never have your territory expand. So God ain't no lie, baby. You just being disobedient. Let Him go. Who and whatever it is, I don't know. But to the ones that have, and you have been obedient, because obedience is better than sacrifice. That's that sacrifice. You letting go is the sacrifice. But your obedience of letting go and not trying to play a tug of war with God, that's where your blessing come in at. Because you surrendering, you taking your hands off of it. He never said it wasn't going to hurt. He never said that. But you're going to be all right. I promise you that. If God is expanding your territory, baby, the people and the places and the things you think was a loss, baby, you finna gain so much more. But remain humble, though, because don't think you better than nobody, because ain't nobody better than nobody. Always remain humble. So I'm finna end this video, and get ready. You know, whether you going into the expansion of your territory, always remain humble. Always keep God first. Don't forget God. Because, baby, you don't want him to forget you. Trust and believe that. You don't want God to take his hand off you. Don't forget God. Because it's only right that you don't. Okay? Don't cry out to him, and now that you got smiles on your face and you don't know him no more. That ain't right. That's fake. And this just ain't right. You see what I'm saying? And for the ones that's prayed this Jabez prayer, get ready, baby. But you got this. You built for it. Always remember, when God is removing, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or people. Because a person is one person. People is a group, okay? It's gonna hurt depending on who it is. It's gonna hit different. But trust and believe it's for your greater good. Don't go back. Don't go back. Cry if you need to cry. Okay? But as you're crying, you're moving forward and you're not looking back. Don't be can't get my words out. Don't be like Lot's wife. God told her a lot to go. And he said, don't look back. She looked back and she turned into salt. And he didn't reverse it. Baby, she was salt. So don't look back. Don't be like Lot's wife. They was going to their next. They was going to their new territory, baby. And he said, don't look back. But she was so attached to the old things because she didn't know where she was going. You walking into your new, baby, so you know it's prosperous. You ain't got to know, but you know it's prosperous. He told her, don't look back. And she looked back. And just like that, as soon as she looked back, as soon as she turned into salt. We ain't doing that. So, keep your head up. Remain in prayer. Remember, once you pick up your cross and walk, and God start blessing you, or he starts showing you before he start blessing you, he never said it won't hurt. He just said, keep his eyes on him. Have faith. Remember Peter, when God was walking on water? Peter was scared. It was storms and everything going on. He was scared. But he got on that water. And as long as he kept his eyes on God, he walked on water. The moment he turned away, because he got distracted by the distraction, he started sinking. But God, as soon as he saw his child sinking, he dived right into that water. And he held Peter, and they raised to the top. Meaning, don't turn your eyes off of God. But if you fall short, because we all do, God will be right there. But if you don't get distracted by the distractions and you always keep your eyes on God, you can walk on water and keep moving forward. You ain't gotta have no setbacks. Don't be like the Israelites. What would have took them X amount of days took them 40 years. It was either 9 or 11 days. I can't remember. It was one or the other, 9 or 11. 9 or 11 days. Or you want 40 years. I would take them days anyway, baby. I don't want them years to wait. Okay? He rerouted them. And it made them uncomfortable. They start complaining. And they start throwing stuff back in God's face on what would have been and what could have been and what should have been and what they wouldn't have. God said, okay. I rerouted you for your safety. They didn't, the same way they went wasn't the same way that they was going to this other place. Because it was danger ahead. And God rerouted them for their safety. So when you're in your pruning season and you're asking God to expand your territory, a masterpiece takes time. Greatness takes time. But God can move immeasurably more than we can fathom. Ephesians 3:20, baby. Who? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. He rerouting you. He protecting you. Everybody can go. While he expanding your territory for you, he's getting you ready to walk into it. Everybody can go with you. Some people you gonna be glad that ain't gonna go with you. Glory be to God. And it's gonna be other people. It's gonna hit different. But it's for your greater good. Because once again, he hear things that we don't hear. He see things we don't see, and he know things that we don't know. So you gonna trust them or you gonna trust God? I'm gonna trust God. Cry, do what you need to do, but keep your eye on God, okay? Heavenly Father, I want to say thank you. In many ways, more than one. I want to thank you so much. And to the person or people that this word is for, I pray that it gets to them. Whenever it gets to them, I don't know, but whenever it gets to them, I pray that you download and minister to them what this word means to them for their lives, right? I pray that I explained this the way that you wanted me to. But thank you. And I pray that they take me back to you as always, right? Everybody's in a different season. I would never tell you to grab and catch a word that is not for you. That's when confusion comes in, and that's when the devil can play with your mind like no other. I would never tell you that. If this word is not for you, it ain't for you. If it is, and you don't know that it's for you, just talk to God. I always take me back and whoever back to God. But I would never tell you to catch a word. You better grab it. You speaking into existence, baby. That's false prophecy. Because you can grab as many words as you want to, but if God don't want it for you, baby, and don't see fit for you to have it, you won't have it. Or if it's for you, but this is not the season for you, you ain't going to receive it in this season. So go back to God and sit back for God and have him minister to you. I would never tell you that. That ain't going to leave my mouth. That's false prophecy. And that's blood. I'm not having blood on my hands. I don't know what God promised you. All I know is what God told me to speak. And I'm speaking the words that God wants me to speak to whoever this word is for. If it's not for you, don't grab it. Go back to God. Sit with God and see if it is. And don't give him 5 minutes or 24 hours unless he will speak to you. Ask God if this word is for you or not and keep it moving. He will let you know. Because you want to know why? Things will start happening. God speaks in many ways more than one. Please believe it. But I pray that you all have an amazing Sunday. And if you're not, the night ain't over yet. It can turn around if you change your mindset and the trajectory of your situation and your mindset. Okay? Don't let nobody steal your joy, especially one that's miserable anyway, child. You ain't got time for that. And if you are the one that's miserable and you in a upsetting spirit, pray to God to get that spirit out of you, because you ain't got, don't go around just making people mad because you aren't happy right now. Don't do that. Talk to God, let him get that up out of you, and we all gonna have a pleasant evening, okay? Alright, so until next time, y'all be safe, love on one another, love yourself, okay? Because you are important and you are somebody. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Not even yourself. You here for a reason, you here for a purpose. You are somebody, okay? I love y'all. Most importantly, God love y'all too, and the most, okay? Let me give y'all something back. Until next time.